Hello and welcome everyone. If you're on Facebook, thank you so much for showing up on this live stream. This is going to be really fun and powerful. I'm Brenny Larson and I'm host of Answers from the Field, where I help Marie Claire Rodriguez interview our guests and you get attunements, and this is just really fun stuff to help you claim back your life. And today is about revealing you to you. So I would really appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up, a like, and share this out to anybody. Hey, Tomasa, how you doing? If you can share this out, this is going to be a really fun, powerful day. I'm going to let you say hi real quick, and I'm going to walk through where you can grab your guide, and then we're going to get started. So hello, Marie Claire. Hello, Irene Rangen, our special guest of the day. She's a fellow Minnesotan, so she's very special in many ways in my heart.
Hello, Brenny. Thank you so much for hosting and for introducing this energy field. Never mind me. So, hello, Irene.
Hello.
And, well, I'd like to just say briefly that my gift is to navigate energy fields. So I meet all of you in the fields out there where you exist in many different forms, depending on what thoughts you're harboring, the feelings that you're carrying, and obviously your vibrational frequency as a consequence of all that. So it is always fascinating to me.
Yes, and she's very talented, and what I really love about this is it's just another tool to put in your toolbox. And in Feng Shui, everything is energy. And if you ever liked anyone called Tesla, I bet you Irene and I get along there. Frequency, vibration, and energy. So all she's doing is tapping in. All of us have our special gifts. That's really what I feel part of my purpose is to put these different experts, teachers, mentors, specialists in front of you, and you find the ones that you really vibrate with. Oh, there's that word, vibration. And one reason I brought Marie Claire on, I call her MC. If you hear MC, I'm talking about Marie Claire. That's who I call her. Y'all know my personality. Ain't changing me. Unless she asks nicely, then I would.
That's fine.
But what it's about, guys, is introducing you to different ways to learn about the same thing, about energy. And you know, Feng Shui people know about energy. They know about vibration and frequency and intention. And this is another tool of understanding. So you can be the best you, and you can be the you were meant to be on this journey, on this planet at this time. So I just quickly want to show you, if you are on Facebook, you can go to our Facebook page, momentumu, and go under events. Otherwise, you're just going to click right here under when you're on the Facebook page, and I want to take you to just quickly walk through. So you can sign up here. That's how you get one weekly newsletter, and we're adding more and more information as with the 4 mentors as we grow. For now, if you've already registered, the easiest way is just click on Marie Claire's picture, and it'll take you to her main page. You can go up here to get free stuff. That's a wonderful clearing visualization. You can get sessions with her, because you can see this is like a mini session, but it's not like you have to relive anything. And then this is where the replays are, Answers from the Field replays. As soon as this is done, I will put it here, and this is where your guidebook is. You can look at how cute your hair was last week, Missy. I like change. Good Feng Shui thing, just change the color of your hair or the shape of it to change your energy. And so this is going to take you to the handout we have, and a little bit of information about water. And then there's exercises. So today they just got grounded. If you can tell, they're grounded there. They called in their guides and their higher self. They're waiting for me to get out of here. I just want to make sure everyone gets the most out of this. So hello, Joe Smart. Hello, Sue Hoffman. Thanks, guys, for all of you that are joining on Facebook. And please do feel free to zip over on Zoom. After this, we do live chats off the record, off the recording, and it's really a lot of fun and powerful. So I am going to zip out of here, and I'm going to give it back to MC. And guys, this is going to be a really fun, powerful day. So get ready to set your intention for everything you want in life. Hi.
Okay, so one thing I want to add here is that usually the person who comes on live, our guest, in this case it's Irene, will be a representative of a lot of you who are listening and have not been featured because you haven't volunteered or for whatever reason. And I do definitely invite you to put your names down if you want to have a mini reading with me on a Wednesday. So first of all, I want to say, Irene, that when I was tuning into you, what came to me was Miranda. I thought, your name is not Irene. Your name has changed now.
Oh.
It's Miranda. Miranda. I don't know whether you actually get on board with Miranda. It's the seer.
Okay.
It's the seer. So it doesn't mean to say that you need to change your name. It just means that it's a message regarding open your eyes wider and look deeper. Be more focused when you're looking, so that yes, there's a need to feature yourself in your life right now, much bigger than ever before, and
Yes.
And you need to really see yourself for whom you really are, which is something that you've been working between veils. That's what I see, is that you've been shy of yourself. So it's the right time, and it's quite interesting that this should be the subject that would come up, of course, because I had planned to be talking to people, helping people navigate into valuing themselves through a bit of reckoning with, what it is that they had achieved in this, up until now, in this lifetime, just simply because psychologically we're constantly bashing ourselves about, and we're never good enough, never tall enough, never pretty enough, never clever enough. We're never enough. Excuse me, I'm just too hot.
Skinny enough. I had to throw that skinny one in there.
Yes. Fine. So, have you anything to ask after all this preamble?
Well, that's a good question. That's a really good question.
If you don't, it's okay. We can continue.
I can really relate to what you're saying tremendously in terms of, yes, working between veils.
It just feels like you've outgrown this cocoon that you have been operating inside of.
Yes.
Yeah, and this persona that you have adopted doesn't suit you anymore. So it doesn't surprise me that Miranda came up, because Miranda has a completely different personality and different feel to Irene, right?
Miranda I've not even thought about that name before.
Mm-hmm. Well, you might want to just play around with it energetically and vocalize it, just to see what happens to your field when you say it. Because, as I say, it doesn't necessarily mean you've got to change your name. It just means that, play around with Miranda when you want to start this change, come from behind the veils, call on Miranda. So And I really see that you need to call upon your, like I can see, I think Miranda is sexy. Is this? Hey, Irene, let's look for some juicy stuff here. So it's bringing fun and bringing your hips into your present time.
Yep.
Yeah. So you want, in fact, it's catch your rhythm. Get in step with your rhythm, because at the moment it feels like you're out of sync with your own rhythm. So in order to make it easier, go with your body.
Okay.
Go with your body. So, start moving your hips. Find your physical rhythm. Find the way that you actually walk, in your real power, your power juicy walk. So start practicing with that. You'll see your body, your body work, get a different rhythm into it as well, because you're ready for new clients too, different clients who have different, that bring to you, that will stretch you. It's like they're waiting for you behind the veils, a completely different set of clients that don't just, this lot is matching the hidden self. So you want a bigger challenge.
Mm-hmm.
You do. So call upon your clients too, all these souls that are there, ready to help you step up. So you don't have to do it on your own. We never work alone anyway. So that's the point. You do it with your clients.
Okay.
You say to them, I'm ready. And they will show up.
Good.
Yeah. And you want to redesign the way you publicize yourself, the things that you do, just so that you spruce them up, and that people really, when you value exactly what it is that you bring to people and how you can help them, then you'll have people who will really need your support for chunks of time. And I can see that you can offer people, in your marketing, it would be a matter of offering people very concrete support through certain journeys of development. So, I can see, people really not even realizing how stuck they are, but they feel it. And now it's a good time to, offer something where people are going to come out of the winter inside of themselves into the spring. And then you do a promotion where people are going to get, a session of, taking care of their body, taking care of their auric field, taking care of, various things. So it's a holistic offering. So
it's not just about being skinny.
Sorry?
It's not just about looking a certain way or a certain psychological mindset, or it's holistic.
Yeah, and that's what you could offer them, is, an experience of it. An experience.
Well, I know her and I know where she's wanting to go, and this is really wonderful information. My question is for Irene, can she do this virtual, online? And have to be in person all the time, or could she do something like where she's online? And then she could have a retreat like we talk about, or little get-togethers because we're in the same hometown. So
the program online is something that needs some maturation, let's say, because at the moment you need to practice the integration of everything that you know and that you do physically. So with people one-to-one, and while you expand within yourself and this new way of working, integrating everything that you have, then you can start thinking about how you would do this online. Of course, you would have to forego the body work part of things. So this is where you need to start really going into what it is that you offer as an energy worker.
Mm-hmm.
That would really support people through a program.
Yep.
But I see that in the meantime, connect with Spring and capitalize on the fact that a lot of people really need help right where you are. And they will give you the opportunity to practice this holistic way of working with them.
Okay.
And if you need to find new vocabulary in order not to deter people, because people are going to be freaked out if you say, come and get some Reiki, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Just be creative. Be creative. So you might want to offer some open evenings or something like that. Something short where people can come and have a taster of, educate them about their aura and why it's important to keep it balanced. And then, then they can then and there sign up for your offer. And if they come to see you for those open evenings, then the offer is more interesting than if they didn't. Right?
Right.
And also make them aware of how they're feeling when they arrive, and make them aware of how they're feeling when they leave. So they are under the, it sounds a bit weird because of the way you use it in your country, under the influence
they're under
the influence of the energy that you are creating when you are tuning in and, talking to them about them and their energy field. But as I say, just, educational, maybe 20 minutes, something like that.
Okay.
Can she work with other people, or is this just all her own thing? Because you know how I download immediately springtime, not just talking about auras, which is really good, but springtime cleaning, and especially it's Minnesota, like detox your body. I've had 3 people ask about that in the last 2 days, and I'm like, why are they? I'm not going to lead a spring detox. I could. So I guess, Irene, we need to get together because I'm trying to honor the 15 minutes special that we work with people. This is how Marie Claire works with you and gets you clarity. She does a lot deeper things too. One of our classes will be talking about, one of our presentations about, activating DNA and all that stuff. Would you understand, Irene? So what this is about is to give, like she was saying, you give people a taste. That's what Marie Claire's doing, is taking and these little short sessions with people that they see the possibilities, they see life in a different way, a different perspective. One of my words this year is perspective. And that's because I couldn't get out of, and Irene, I know you're in the same thing. It's like, I don't want to do one-on-one consultations all the time. They're hours, they're time consuming. It's got me limited and I wasn't happy. And I was always taught, listen to your body. Are you happy? Are you enjoy? You're doing the right thing. And if not, get out of there. And so what this is about is she helped me see things from a different perspective of how I can make money, how I can be online, but how I can be outside and do retreats, that you don't have to just be one thing. You're not just a massage person. 99% of us have all these gifts that we do, right? So I want people to understand this is how the sessions are. This is how simple they are. And I don't remember anything. I don't go back and watch them unless it's something she told me about, get this aromatherapy or something like that, because I don't even remember it. I'm not attached to it anymore. So if you like these kind of sessions, I highly recommend that you guys at least go check out her page, get her free clearing visualization. And we're going to be working on some session stuff too, because this little session helps and starts your brain thinking and give you clarity. But we're really big on action, movement, and outcome. And so that's why when you work with her, I had 2 sessions and it completely shifted life and business in 2 sessions. I'm doing more sessions with her, obviously, because I'm not perfect yet. And I can show you all the big and plus size walk whenever you want. I got it down. I'll show you how to stand in your power. That's what we'll do, Irene. I'll meet with you next week and I'll do my big and plus size walk of how to stand in your power. No stilettos, though. No goddess shoes for me. No, they're not healthy.
Right.
So let me look.
Yeah.
Any questions? I don't see any questions coming through. Don't be afraid or shy, guys. If you're on Facebook, just put your comment in there. If you want, after this call, what we do is we head on over and we shut the recording off and we talk just like the 3 of us are on right now. So if you're a little unclear and have questions, you can pop on here. But I'm going to zip back off. Do you want me to kick Irene off too? Because you know how powerful I like to be. I like to be in control. I zip her off.
I just have one more thing to say to you, Irene.
Okay.
And it's that when you start involving your creativity with where you want to take your everything that you could give people, you will have more ideas. So if you want to stop body work, it's up to you to really be completely clear that that's what you want to do, because it doesn't gel with you anymore, because it tires you out, because of whatever. My perception is that you need a different kind of client. So whether it is because you don't want people who come to you just for body work, but also it's very important that people realize that body work is something that they belittle, because the body is belittled in our society. It's the last ditch. It's the last place. It's not honored. So it's like pampering is the word that gets associated with body work, and the body is going, thank God I'm getting a massage. Right. You may be thinking, oh, I'm going to pamper myself and I'm going to spend this money on something luxurious, but it's not. It's like you need it. So, you know, you may want to keep the body work while you're shifting the energy, so that the people who come to you for body work come with a different appreciation of themselves.
That's really,
and then you know, and then it will evolve, and it will help you as well get this new appreciation of yourself. Because obviously, most of the time, our clients come to give us a message.
Well, boy, stop delivering the messages for a little bit, students. You know what? The muscles are there going, hey, this isn't fair. You're always working on your mind and meditating. What about me? You know, it's something that I've never understood. Like, I just think I'll really get people mad here. I just think it should be part of healthcare that you should be able to go get a massage once a week.
Yeah, that's right.
Toxins out, get your muscles moving. And you know what? Have someone to talk to that actually knows what they're doing. Just like I'm an expert in certain fields, Marie Claire's an expert in certain fields, because I guarantee you all the health issues my mom's going through, if she had someone she trusted she could talk to and go into, instead of just one session once a year, go get a massage, she would not be in the pain she's in. So value who you are. What a perfect day! I told you. We knew it was going to be really a good day. I'm so excited.
Great.
Okay, so I'm going to zip out of here. I'm going to
take
Irene off, and you're going to take us on a journey. And then Irene, message me. Let's get together and chat more. next week.
Okay. So can I stay tuned in?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
going to
of
stay
course,
tuned
we
in. I'm
do.
just getting
We
you
do.
so you're not
Off,
seen.
off the hot seat.
Yes, off the hot seat.
Thank you, Marie Claire. It's wonderful.
Great. Thank you. Thank you to have had the pleasure of helping you today.
You
Awesome.
see more of her. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, good.
Okay, so maybe, and I hope that quite a few of you have just had a look at what your achievements have been to date. And this is part of a little program that came to me to invite you to start valuing your incarnation, basically. So if you haven't done it, I really invite you to do it on your own, just to start from scratch. Sit down with a piece of paper and go, my achievements to date, and you start with your birth. You've survived your birth. Being born is a very it's a very dicey endeavor. One can die. Birth and death, it's two sides of the same coin. So, and you survived your childhood, etc. So we're not looking for achievements from the point of view of society. We are reclaiming ourselves, because this is the whole point of the exercise, is to take stock and go, well, that's really interesting. I succeeded in this, I succeeded in that. And then you start claiming your own field back from your education, your upbringing, the fact that your race, your nationality, all these things that don't have absolutely any importance, but that weigh a lot on us, and we just cart around all this stuff, and no wonder that we can't even find ourselves in all that. So that's the point of this exercise. So now I'm just going to take you through a little Reiki inside your cells again. I hope you don't get bored with this, because it's really powerful stuff. And if you get bored, just, switch off, basically. Okay, so be comfortable. Make sure that your wonderful body is extremely comfortable, because this is where your soul resides and you chose it. So treat it well. And if you are not muted, mute yourselves so we don't hear what you're doing. And take a big breath of stabilizing your whole self inside of this wonderful body of yours. And another breath. And this other breath is going to be to welcome you. So with the next breath, you breathe in, welcome, Marie-Claire. Welcome. You say your name. And with the next breath, be aware that you're breathing life force, and it reaches every single cell in your body. Now, inside of every cell is DNA. And in our DNA, we have all the information that we need in order to be us. So I'd like you to be breathing into your cells with the purpose of connecting with your DNA inside of your cells. And that's a lot of information that you are connecting with. So you are breathing in, connecting with what is in your DNA that has enabled you to achieve being here right now, today, on this call. And for those of you who will listen to this at a different time, it's the same. You are perfectly equipped for success. And success is something very personal to each of us. So breathe into your cells, into your DNA, into this very successful field that you are. So this journey that we're taking right now is a journey of total success, because all your cells are enabling you to be alive, to be connected with your gifts that are very particular to you, thanks to the DNA that you have inside your cells. See how successful you are, and you are achieving this life. Breathe into that fact, connecting all that information that is making up your entire system. So you are arriving inside this vast library of information that you are, with full intention, with full awareness. You're not just breathing because that's what you do, and that you know that you don't even have to think about it, because obviously if you had to think about it, you'd be dead probably. There's so much to do in a body. But you're breathing now with intention, connecting your awareness to the success of your life. And while you keep breathing and connecting to this vast library of information that you are, I'm just going to remind you that if ever anyone tries to make you feel small, just pause for a moment, breathe in, and reconnect with this vast library of information and wisdom that you are. And then it will not be possible to feel small, because you cannot be aware of how amazing and how vast you are and at the same time feel small. It's not possible. Those two things cannot live together. So I would suggest, and I would invite you to breath and this connection to your cells with the DNA inside of them, that makes you absolutely unique and so powerful and so well equipped to live the life that you have signed up to live. Because this configuration that you have inside of your cells is one that you selected before you came into this body. So this body with all these cells and that DNA is exactly the perfect vehicle for the expression of your soul. There's no other reason, right? So practicing every day this breath several times a day, because you don't have to be hanging out there for hours unless you really feel like it. You start creating a link in your consciousness, and that can take you out of many, many, many places that are not conducive to feeling powerful and in harmony with everything that is and yourself primarily. We keep on breathing. And I would also like to suggest that you Google this information so you can expand on the actual amount of cells that you have, so that you can see the power of all your DNA inside of your body with the information of what it is that it's enabling you to realize. And the magic of these recordings is that our presence, that our cells are facilitating, gets reformed every time you listen again. You listen, yes. So this is like a magical tool, really. If you want to support yourself, for example, if you think that you do well listening to a guided journey as opposed to just doing it on your own, you've got this tool available. It will be there on the replay on the page. Now I'd like you to be aware of a feeling of wonderment at the intelligence of your body, how powerful the architecture of your body must be in order to house such a thing as a soul, which is quite a powerful energy field. So be amazed. Just take a moment to be absolutely amazed and in awe of your body. And don't let ever again anyone or anything look down at you. If they do that, they must be very alienated from their own bodies and not realize how amazing they truly are themselves. So let's take another breath, all of us together. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I'm really so happy. And we're making it possible for others to connect with this realization and to discover themselves and to respect themselves and to be amazed every time you wake up, you open your eyes, you look at yourself in the mirror and you go, wow, look at you. You are beyond words. I invite you to spend your days saying that to yourself. You are beyond words, beyond words. Are we in agreement that you are beyond words? Amazing. Another breath. And let's come back to our outer casing. And open your eyes. And maybe have some water if you're thirsty.
Hello, Facebookers. Mary Barner, L'Oreal, good to see you back on. Marie Claire, that was beautiful. I loved it. And when we get off the call, I just did a value ladder for you. It's like, wait, I'm supposed to be meditating, but no, I have an idea.
Okay, good.
So everybody, the handouts for this journey we're taking in Marie Claire, it started with me. You hear how calm I am? It started when we did Bless the Water Day, and I tap, and to me, what I see in my mind's eye, I told you I tapped with that one cell. And when you're telling me these things, I love the connection with the brain thought process. And I've just been hitting it like this, just going, in my mind's eye, I see this shatter. You know, I love sparkles. Like, of course, I saw a fairy and a leprechaun when we were doing this show up. But when I hit it, I see like the sparkle of wealth go through my body, which is to me golden sparkles because it's like fun and playful and free. And so when you did that and you said do it every day, I'm like, another simple tool with huge changes, because I don't think people really understand. They've heard a little bit about secret and mind thought process, and it's like what you think is what you are. And she's teaching you in small ways how simple it is. So I just tap it like that, and it's just like whoosh, just fills my body up with all this wealth and abundance and good blessings from heaven. So I love it. I love the mind thing. Guys, I do this for a living, and I'm always learning something new every single day. That's why we want you to show up for these calls.
Yeah.
So
and then you can share it with others. You share it with others.
For sure. So guys, once again, I'll zip over and I'm going to do a screen share. First, I want to see somebody joined us here. Hey, Laura. Guys, this is the fun thing about doing these. So we've got people on live. Hey, Jacqueline. Good to see you pop on our live stream here. We just did an awesome short little, wouldn't call it a meditation, attunement, I guess.
Journey. Yeah, a journey.
A journey. Yes, there you go.
I'm a journey woman.
So if you want to pop on over to Zoom, which is where we are now, we're going to stop the recordings on Facebook and Zoom in a second, but we'll pop on and talk like this, and that is really the fun part about it, and you can get a little bit more information about Marie Claire or myself, or just connect with other people. So Irene, you for sure want to stay on too. I'm going to do a screen share because I just want to walk you through, if you weren't on at the beginning of the call, how simple it is to get to Marie Claire's page and get some free stuff, or you can follow her and get sessions, because it's really powerful what she does. So you can go to our main page, and I'm not going to go talking too much about what we do, but we are mentors, and we are launching a new program. It's called momentumu. And our website is momentumu.online. So you go to that, and you can sign up if you are not signed up right now to get our weekly newsletter. It's where you get tips and information, which you'll be getting more information about this journey we're on right now. Otherwise, for now, you can just click on Marie Claire if you've already registered, and it will take you to her page, her main page, her mentor page. Up here is the free stuff. You can click on that, and I'll show you. It takes you to this beautiful page here. And all you do is put in your name and your email address, and you will instantly be able to get this channeled powerful visualization. Kind of update your picture. If you're ready for sessions right now, we're going to be adding a variety of sessions. This one's going away because you really need 60 minutes to have powerful shifts. Because you can see already just having a 15-minute or 30-minute session like Irene did is really powerful. But you're still going to have things coming up as we talk about it, weeding the field. Like, she worked with me on some stuff, and then things popped up. She goes, "Oh, great." And I'm like, "No, it's not great. It's not great at all. I'm just done with it all." And it's like, no, because we still have some weeds to pull. So we pulled those couple of weeds, and it gave me clarity. And then it was like, oh, okay, that's over with. That's really how it works, doesn't it? That
it is.
You didn't get all this messed up in your life or not happy with yourself or off purpose in a day. So, but this shifts quick, let me tell you. And then the replay,
very quick.
Isn't it like there's today, just from what she did, though, there's going to be shifts for everybody. And
yeah,
I love you said awareness, because that was another key word for me in listening to talk to Irene, is to let them really be aware. And this is what you do as a coach or a mentor, is how do you feel when you come in? Because you get used to feeling crappy and don't even realize it. And
that's
then you
right.
do a session and you feel so much better, and you need to make that clear to people so they see the difference of what's happening. So that wasn't just for Irene, that's for anybody who's a healer or does holistic work. So your clients, it's just a starting point to let them know where they're starting at, and it's a scale so that they can be aware. Okay, so all you do is come here, and once again, I have all the links up here because I'm so smart. I put a navigational bar here. So this replay page, that'll take you back to Marie Claire's page if you want. If you didn't sign up for the newsletter, you can. Please share this out. This is great information. You can click on the guide here. This is where the replay will go for the next one. So we started with Bless the Water Day, and then we went and we continued on the journey. And then today was just another session because we're talking about water. We're talking about your DNA and reprogramming you. So that's how simple it is, guys. Make sure to get on that wisdom newsletter. I send it out once a week, late Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning, and then that's it. Any questions? Do I have any questions from Facebook? Do I have any questions for those of you that are on Zoom Live? Once again, people, if you're just finding us, like if you're on Facebook and you just happen to find me, you're going to want to go to our Facebook page, Momentum U. It's about Momentum U and Momentum University, where you can find all this fun stuff. And every week, Marie Claire does this on Wednesdays. We've moved the times around because she's in the UK. I'm in Minnesota, and we want to make sure we hit everybody. But we're sticking with this for now, which will be 11 o'clock Central, because we want you to show up, and we wanted her to be at her best. So she's like 6 hours later than me, and yeah, she didn't want to be doing calls at 9 o'clock at night going, Marie Claire, come back.
And also, I would invite you to do that little exercise that I suggested at the beginning of the call about, writing down your achievements. And it's good to do that regularly. So that helps you take stock on how amazing you really are and what you've achieved. And you don't use the yardstick again of the status quo, because you don't care. You're not it. You're you. So
I'm doing this exercise, and I started doing it before we started this journey, just because we were talking about it. She goes, "You're so much more than a geek," or "You're so much more than feng shui." And I just was like what? And then we just started talking about being born. I mean, how fantabulous that is that you just made it here, and let alone this awesome body you have. I thank my body every day because it's been carrying around extra weight and stress and all kinds of stuff, and it always pops back. It's just like, okay, well, put the bread away and sugar. Okay. So guys, this is what you get. This is, how we operate. And when you get on that newsletter, I send a little spiel out about things that we have going on, because there's 4 of us and we all have definite gifts and different ways to work with us individually, or we got a group thing that's coming that we're really excited about. So make sure to download that guide and fill it out. And I'm just really excited today. I don't know about you. Are you excited today? I just feel like, even though they say the energy is supposed to be like, oh, Mercury retrograde and all this is happening, it's like, well, I still feel really happy, but yes, lack of communication. Won't go there.
Let's not go there.
Okay, so I'm going to end the Facebook. Guys, if you want to talk to us for a little bit, go to the momentumu page on Facebook. Go under the event. You'll see the Zoom link. It's always the same for every Wednesday call she has. But you can pop over right now and jump on and chat with us live. I'm stopping the recordings, but please share this out. Somebody wants and needs this information. I'm Brittany Larson. Thanks so much.
Thank you. See you next Wednesday.
And we're stopping the recording here.